Hello everybody, welcome back to the second half. I did a whoops. That guy I actually looked back at the video because I just noticed I wasn't recording and whoops. And what happened was I shot that guy and I was not hitting at all, but I managed to. And then the brother came out. I told him who was here, went on merry way. And I managed to come back to Tolga and spoke to a little bit of the merchant, and here we are. Basically, he gave me some gold and whatnot, or dinners as it is here, and all that. And, well, again, sorry, like I said, I honestly don't know when it is. The only time I got a chance is when the number up here turns green, and sometimes it's really hard to see. So, we're going to just pick up right here. Again, I apologize heavily. Let's get into the fur. Good. Yeah, again, gotta remember the voice. Good. Now, are you interested in making some more? Dinners. Possibly. What do you need? Remember how I told you the bandits had an ally inside the walls? I think I know what it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Some months ago, the captain, seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to the commerce, failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all his money into the most expensive commodities. And of course his caravan was captured and looted, and he lost everything. As a consequence, it seems the captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if, heavens forbid, I ever faced indebtedness and that word right there. Now, any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll. To inform of the rest, but our captain decides to employ the bastards wholesale. He brings them into town and lets them do as they will, and takes the share of the take. You've heard of poachers turning to gamekeepers? Well, the unfortunate land of Caloradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn to poachers. Luckily, there's still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how he works. Now, here's the plan. I could bring into the attention of Sanjar, which is like King, Khan, Lord of the city. But that would mean an inquiry. My word against the captain's. And witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed. Or maybe the whole thing will be forgotten if enemy crumbs across the border again. And all I'll get for my troubles is a knife in the ribs. In time of war, you see, the king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So I've got another idea. I've got a small town group of town folk together, some men in my employ and some of the others who lost relatives to these bandits. And we'll storm the captain's home and bring him to chains before Sanjar Khan, hopefully with a few captured bandits to explain how things stack up. All I need now is someone to lead my little army into battle, and I can't think of anyone better than you. So, what do you say? How do I know that you're telling me the truth? Oh, well, suppose it is the possibility I found a dozen bandits who would be willing to give their lives to give a passive stranger a false impression of a life in old Tolga. Well, I guess you ain't really know my word is good, but I reckon you'd learn by now my money is good. And there's another 100 dinners, or maybe a bit more, that's waiting for you if you'll do me this last little favor. So, what do you say? Yeah. Splendid. It's been a long time since I staked so much on a single throw of the die. And frankly, I find it exhilarating. My men are ready to move on your word. Are you ready? Yes, give him the sign. Good. Now strike hard, strike fast, and the captain and his henchmen won't know what hit him. May the heavens be with you. May the force be with you. So yeah, we're going to attack bandits in a capital city where a king basically resides. Whew, this is a gamble, but luckily I already know how this plan pans out. You leave the tavern and you go out to the streets. Nervous-looking young men are waiting at every street corner. You can see they have daggers and clubs concealed under their clothes, and catch a mixture of fear, anticipation, and pride in the quick looks they throw at you as you pass by, praying that your enemies have not been alarmed by this all too much obvious bunch of plotters. You check your weapons one last time and prepare yourself for the actions ahead. Alright. Let's get the scene. Alright. Now, which one of you guys are bandits? It's time, lads! Up and at 'em! And these guys just randomly turn into bandits. It's just ever so bad. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Blood for the blood god. Did I just kill that guy? I am not doing something. Did we win? No. Ooh, it was a bloodbath. And we didn't do so good ourselves. Let me do a quick check. Okay, we still got some time left. We can do the last little bit here. The remaining few bandits scatter off to town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by angry townsfolk, making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of. You and the merchant head to his house to review the day's events. Yeah, remember this place. Take a good look. Let's just take one final good look. Because this is the last look. I wish we could read that. This probably is like private. Oh, boobs. Fuzzy, fuzzy boobs. Alright. Merchant Hilda. Well done. I heard you account for at least one or two of the bastards, and you're still on your feet. Barely. You can't ask for a better outcome in the battle than that. Unfortunately, about 10 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look up on them. Alright, I'm glad to see you're alive too. Yeah. Now a couple of my boys have to watch the captain's pinned down in the back room with a knife at his throat. I'll need to go drag him before Sanjar Khan to explain what this breach of the peace is all about. You don't need to be part of that though. I'll tell you what, if all goes well, I'll meet you again in the tavern shortly and let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a spike on the city gate, I'll soon you'll know enough to stay out of town for a while and forget this whole episode ever happened. So, hopefully, we'll meet again. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end of this episode. After that little clumsy mishap in between. Hopefully, I'll be able to edit these videos together, and hopefully this will make up to be 2 episodes, I think. I've already lost count. These were back to back. So, with that, guys, I really need to think on an outro. But, with that, guys, just stay warm and cozy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!